Hey, peace, family. Um, I was gonna play a song, but I was like, nah, don't even worry about it. Wash his hair. Okay, I titled this video "Believe Only What You See and not what you hear." Okay, well, obviously, like I told you, I'm not going to be doing social media as much, is because I be busy. You know, my life, school starts in the middle of this month. In the middle of this month, school starts. I'm moving out of this place that I'm in currently, too, as well. So I'm just really, really busy, really, really, really busy. And then I've been busy with trying to elevate my frequency and really embrace spirituality and more of spirituality. So I've been dealing with a lot of that, trying to get myself on point. So, I've been doing like I said, this mirror meditation that I do weekly, the group and whatever. And now I'm going to be doing more of a one-on-one with that facilitator, where we're going to be doing it out in nature and stuff. And then there's events happening this month that I've been invited to. So I'm definitely, already signing up for it. So that's why I really haven't had time. I haven't even had time for social media, and I haven't really had time to address anything or even watch people videos. But people's been hitting me up and calling me, and not calling me, but like hit me up on through YouTube, Gmail and stuff like that, and telling me certain things. And I was telling them, because I said yesterday I had went to go visit the Oracle. I was getting some other crystals and stones that I can use to, keep myself grounded. And when I was talking to her, I was actually asking her husband, who's an astrologer, on what's going to be happening, because he was talking about the energies with the lunar eclipse that's happening, the full moon. It's going to be a lot this month. So I was trying to figure out, certain things. I was even found out that she said that people have been having a past of giving people, if you're new to crystal and stone healing, not really educating you on that. Because this person sold me a year ago Moldavite with Horka Diamond, and I've been wearing it for a year under my shirt consistently. I even wore that day that supposedly I had the little channeling or whatever it was. And she was like, I had no idea you had that on, sis. So she was like, take that off. You know what I mean? So I did. But I still keep it because, stuff is expensive. She just told me not to wear it. So with that said, she did a tarot reading for me, and it was really positive. It was really, really positive, and I was really happy about it. She was like, as long as I stay spiritual, embrace that, and be about the yoga, meditation, and pray, and be all that, she said, things, you'll get a lot of abundance as well. But she brought out this one card, and she said, a friend. And I said, well, I don't really, really get close to people, to really let people in like that, especially I just really kind of got here in Atlanta. So she said, well, no, is there anybody you've been thinking of? And I said, well, there was a girl. I said, I met her through YouTube, through the conscious community, last year. Near the end of last year. I said she was same gender, actually more of the studies version, but I'm not attracted to studs. But I said I could be friends, I'll be friends. So we were friends, but she proved herself to be like a very toxic being. Like she had like a real narcissistic personality. And she was just very negative, and I felt like she had some jealousy or resentment. Now, she still be in the conscious community. You don't see her do videos, but she stays in people's chats. Now I feel like she's stalking me too. Anytime I'm in somebody's live chat, she's there. I'm not going to put her name out there on blast, no, but she's there. And I've never seen her make a prevalence the way that she's doing now. But I used to question that if she was sent and things like that, if she was sent from people in the conscious community, if she was sent from white supremacy. And I used to always question that with her, and I broke up friendship many a times, but this time I really did. I blocked her from all my social media sites and changed my number, but she still deals with me. So this person, the Oracle says, this friendship is a snake. She said, well, who is this girl? I said, well, this girl, I said, lately, she said, she been on your mind recently. I said, recently, because she's been trolling me. And I'm starting to think that maybe she sent from white supremacy, like she's an agent. She said, what's her sign? I said, it's a water sign. She said, and that's what this is. This is a snake in water. She said, that means that friend is not to be trusted. She's a snake. She's a backstabber, and do not be surprised she go on YouTube and blast you. Because I trusted her. I told her I let her in all my personal life and stuff like that. So she said, don't be surprised she does this to you. I said, well, she said, why you been questioning her? I said, well, she never wanted me to go to Philly to go to my father's funeral. This was some girl that told me, don't go to Philly and don't go to my father's funeral, like against all kind of stuff like that. Then I go to my father anyway. I talked to her on the phone. She never wanted me to, she was obsessed over me, calling me daily, like all day, every day. Like, you know what I mean? And I thought maybe because she had no family and no friends and no loved one, maybe that was the reason. So when I was in Philly, she had told me about this white guy who, when she was homeless before and saved her in regards to religion, and she got onto the church and became some sort of reverend or some counselor in regards to white people. And she said this one white guy, he works for Trump, or he knows Trump, or he used to work for George Bush Jr. or whatever. But anyway, she was asking me her opinion, my opinion, if I felt like she should work for him, because he wants her to be like an entrepreneur. He would establish that. I said, well, tell me more about him, you know. And she said, well, he seemed, he didn't like her Facebook page and how kind of black it was. It was more catered to Afrocentric stuff that we deal with as being targeted, genocide, extermination. He told her, well, every black person who was killed by the police, it was their fault. Sandra Bland should have talked back, all this type of stuff. So I told her I couldn't do it. I couldn't work for this beast, but you know, you do what you want. So she said, well, I don't think I'm going to do it. Next thing you know, I never, keep in mind, I had never met her in person. Then when I came back to Atlanta in May, after my father passed, and I came back here, I got a chance to meet her. Okay, let's not even get to the details of how she looked. Now, she shows me this brand new car, brand new 2017 red car from this beast. He buy you this brand new car? I said, why? You working for him now? That's what I said. You working for him now? No. Well, why would he buy you this? What you doing for him? Well, nothing. You know how I'm still a reverend and I cancel whatever. So he bought you a brand new car for that? Get out of here. Now, I know she's poor because she works 2 jobs, you know, on a plantation. When I be on the phone with her, I see how she coons for the crackers. You know, I hear how she switch up her voice when they come around. And I knew, you know, she lives in rent a room in a home. So I was always confused, like, where is it somebody gives you gift and a brand new car? So when I'm telling this to the Oracle yesterday, she says, because she fucking him. I said, what? She fucking this cracker for money and gifts. She said, keep in mind, she's desperate. She need money. She need money. She's desperate. She's poor. And I know how desperate she is. She's really trying to make herself known too in the conscious community, which why I believe was like that whole fake love, whole time you want to take my place. And, you know, so I was like, what? You know, and I said, well, hold up. She's supposed to be stud. She's trying to be transgender. She can't be, you know, trying to be a transgender male. She can't be. She said, what that mean? And I said, well, nothing. And I said, I always was the question if she liked guys, because it was the way that she would talk. Certain things that she would say, I'll be like, it making me think that you on the down low, honey, you know, and you still sneakily doing stuff. So now that I found out that she was a troll, or I believe that she's some more sort of agent, because I'm keep saying, ain't no white guy, ain't no racist white guy buying you no brand new 2017, paid for everything, and you ain't doing nothing for it. It's no way. And then now she is talking about she don't care people have interracial. Now she's on YouTube saying that. She was in somebody's chat. I was in the chat, and she was just like, well, no integration, but I don't really care if you're in the interracial. Oh, now you don't care? But you said anybody in the past with me. So that's when I started realizing that we are infiltrated. And I really believe that she is. So I came home, you know, I was going all day, you know, I'm shopping, I'm busy, you know, the first, you know, all that, still shopping today. So I just got home now and trying to get my apartment in order. So I come home and I said, I was going to call some people. And I said, let me check YouTube. I saw a sign that it was live, so I went in. So I said, hey, y'all, it's the agent. If you want to know, hit me up, because I'm going to tell you her name, because I don't care. I'm not going to put it out here and blast in the chat, but I will tell you in the private, John, because I don't trust her. And there was so many things I've been thinking why I haven't trusted her, especially since I started fasting and really cleansing my pineal gland and really opening up and have more clarity. I can really see her for the snake that she is. So she was like, she's not to be trusted. She said, but keep in mind, she put you on blast, all you got to say she fucking this cracker for gifts and money. And it'll shut her up. Of course, you're going to deny it, but she'll know it's true. So, you know, and it's just so many different things. So when I put that out there, you know, this one guy who I think has a crush on me says, well, Geneva, how I know you ain't the agent? Here you are trying to turn out women. I said, okay, now I know where the bullshit's coming from. So I said, well, listen, dude, you know, if people want to go on YouTube and slander me and lie on me, I don't really care. I mean, I don't really have time to address it because I got a taste of inner peace. I got a taste of feeling where I don't have to deal with stress. I understand where it's been because I've been there on YouTube. I have. And I was telling that to the Oracle yesterday. And she said, what I see with YouTube, she said, number internet revolutionary. She said, I will never see them, what you say, boots on the ground. I will never see them at festivals. I will never see them support Black owned. And I told her, when I was in the YouTube, you do get stagnant a little bit because you get pulled down by a lot of the trolling, the slandering, the low frequency, the negative beings, and you get pulled down into it. And I did. But now I realize that Ra exists, the sun exists, life outside exists. And I'm loving being outside. I'm loving being out around my people. I'm loving being around Black power and the real conscious community. Even though I do see, bees showing up, I love being around that. And now that I'm coming back to the YouTube, I'm like, oh God, I can't do it. This low frequency. I got a taste of high frequency and inner peace, and I'm loving that. And I just want to keep achieving and keep rising for that. I don't want to go back, especially when we start school. All my energy and time, I ain't going to be probably even watching social media no more. So I said, so if people want to talk about me, I don't care. I really don't. But once you bring it to me, and you bring it to me, I feel like I'm obligated to address it. So I said, in regards to the YouTube revolutionaries or the ones who are integration, interracial, whatever, if you're that gullible to believe what you hear and not see anything, like you haven't seen anything. So I said to myself, I told him, dude, listen, I'm not trying to turn out anybody. You've known that since day one because I put that out there since day one. And anybody who's knew me since my first channel, they've always known that. For one, I'm not attracted to straight women. That is a turn off. A woman still dating men and getting penis. That is a turn off. So I don't date straight women. That's number one. I don't even get attracted because soon I find out you straight. Hello, it just goes. I'm done. There's nothing there. There's no attraction here. So that's number one. Number two, I've been 10 years abstinent and I still am going because I'm looking for my wife to settle down with. Now, keep in mind, I love because the last card she pulled, she said, I'm going to meet. As long as I stay positive, I'm going to track that and I'm going to meet my future, whatever. So I was like, can you tell me what the person look like? They're like, no. But, that's where it is. I'm not attracted to studs. I don't dress like a stud. We see that. Yes, I'm a little aggressive and masculine, but I'm trying to work on being my yacht and balance the feminine and masculine energy here. And I'm trying to work on that. But, I don't even do sex toys. I don't even believe in that. I said that from day one. I said, I used to tell this to other lesbians. My ancestors they didn't use them. So why would I? And I don't need something to help me do anything. I'm well equipped here. So I don't even own one, so it's like, I don't do that. I'm not a person. I'm not catfish Bow Wow who here trying to turn out with me. I can't stand that type of shit. I think that's despicable. I have no respect for people who pretend to be something they're not. I have no respect for people who are on the down low. I have no respect for people who push some homosexual agenda because that makes me, a real one, looks bad and tarnish our image and make everybody think that we're pushing some agenda. We push LGBT. We push the rainbow. And I agree with Gassi Koso says on YouTube that if you see the rainbow flag in the hood, that's colonization. And I agree with that. So, I get tired of that. We had to be sexually assaulted. We're here doing this. We're just about sex and freaky and all. And that's not the case for everybody. Everybody didn't have a past to date an opposite gender. Everybody didn't deal with, trauma. You know what I mean? So when somebody want to speak on that, everybody don't get into all the details that a lot of them. Some people don't even associate with the community and just be on their dolo. So, when people want to proceed to write my narrative, that's the issue. When they slandering me and lying on me and you want to be that gullible to believe it, but not see any proof, what proof is you doing? Do anybody on YouTube know me outside of YouTube? Has anybody met me outside of YouTube except for the one I believe is agent, but she don't even talk? So that's what I'm saying. Have anybody who make videos on me met me outside of YouTube? So what would they know? So that's what's so weird. I told the one person, I said, I'm supposedly dating somebody, but I never met this person. So I didn't know that I could date somebody I never met. Maybe I might need to meet them in order to date. When you think, since I never visited Oklahoma and I'm pretty sure they never been to Atlanta. So how do you date somebody you never met? How does that work out? So when he said that, I was just like, okay, you right. Now, if you're that gullible to believe what you hear and not what you see, that's on you, dude. But don't bring it here. Don't bring it to me because I can't be still abstinent if this is what I'm doing. So, you know, I didn't even want to address it, but when somebody brought it to me, because I was just like, I don't even care. I don't even care. But when the person brought it to me and was like, well, you might be the agent, you're here to, you know, turn our women out and all this. And I'm like, well, dude, you know what? Show and prove. Prove that to me. Prove that to me, number one. Because the only female I ever talked to outside of YouTube was an actual alien. And you guys don't even know who she is. You don't even know she lesbian. You don't even know that she's pretty much a trans man in a way, even though she hasn't really went through the process. So you don't even know that. You know what I mean? But y'all be piecing her all in the chat, all in the live streams, but don't even know it. But they're attacking me because I'm out with it. But you ain't attacking the people who actually are. You just don't know. So, you know, this is what I laughed on. And now that it's kind of come out that she's an agent. Because now she is somebody chat talking about she don't care if you're interracial, and she accepting gifts from KBs and racist ones at that. So, and now the Oracle tells me, the tarot card, she fucking them for these gifts. So she's not really, I guess, lesbian after all. But, you know, that's where it's been. Sorry. So I just said, let me come out really quickly and just address this video. Ain't even gonna be long at all. I just want to come out and just say, believe only what you see and not always what you hear. If people can't prove you nothing, nobody's met me anything, they don't know shit, they can't prove nothing to you. Show some pictures, show some text messages, show some emails, show some phone call, like show me some screenshots or something. You know what I mean? Show me the footage where you got me with this girl and we linked up. Show me where we was talking on the phone and all that. Show me all that. Show me the proof of it. But when you don't show me the proof of it, that's the issue. So that's what people need to look at. Now, you ain't got to show me proof or nothing because I already know which not true. But in regards to the people who just quick to believe it, why don't y'all question certain things? Why don't y'all never ask? So this is what I was just like, okay, it's just a lot of revolutionaries on the internet and YouTube. And that's where it's just going to stay at, is the internet. And I'm not there. I want to stay. I'm still check in every now and speak with the fam, but I want to stay because I'm enjoying my builds out in person. I'm enjoying being around my people. I love it. The African Festival felt so good. The Wellness Moons Festival, you know, all of it. It feels so good. The spiritual retreats. Now we're going to be doing more, you know, in person and stuff. So I'm liking all that. I'm getting back into spa treatment. Like I'm really getting to in a lot more of that. And now with school starting in the middle of this month, please, it ain't going to be no time for nothing else. So I was just like, let me come out really quickly and say, okay, people who know Geneva and knew me as formerly Amani and everybody who knew me since day one know that I ain't never try to push no agenda on nobody, never run up on anybody, never did any of that. So we already know this. Now, keep in mind, I don't know what was said in the video because I still haven't watched it, nor do I care to. But I just heard bits and pieces from other people. And I was just like, I don't really care. So, and it was like, okay. And I just moved on in my life and do my thing. But then when somebody attacked me yesterday in Sinetta, and I was just talking about that, I found out that it's probably really an agent because I'm really starting to think that she is. It was just certain shit that she's done to me throughout the entire time that I talked to this girl. And she was very toxic, a narcissistic, I believe. And she did a lot of stuff and said a lot of stuff. And I think it was deliberate and intentional because we know how pro-Black I am. So, and anti anything else. So, and if she linking up with these crackers, then that's probably why that she was an attack in regards to me. So, I like I said, I just wanted to come out really quickly. I'm not gonna make it any longer. Just wanted to say, believe only what you see and not always what you hear. And show me what you've seen. Show and prove, and then come at me and say, okay, well, I've seen where you did this. I see where you done that. But when this person just wanted to troll me inside that and attack me over something, but had no proof of nothing, simply because this nigga got a hard on for me, you know, that's whatever. I'm talking about the person who approached me inside Netta's chat last night and wrote that comment. You know what I mean? I'm like, simply because you got a hard on me, because he even told me that. He was like, niggas be trying to holler, Geneva, and you be, you know what I mean? So he said this. So this is why I said, simply because you attracted me, dude, I don't need you, you know what I mean? You know, I don't need that. So, you know, I just wanted to just come out really quickly, and now I want to get back to my apartment and get back to my work and what I was doing. But that was just something like, I wonder if I should talk about it. I wonder if I should address it. I was like, I really don't want to, because then I got to get back on the low frequency to do it. And I don't want to go back into the low frequency. I want to strictly be in a high. and strictly be on that and put all my energy into that and be focused in that, be in nature and do my hiking and stuff like that and my walks. I'm going to listen to Ralph Smart, Infinite Water, and I want to just strictly be about that. And now that it's feeling good, I can't tell you the benefits. I knew what a lot of people said, and I never believed it because I was still drinking, eat toxic, and I didn't want to hear them tell me, oh, no, you should clean out your system. You should stop eating this way. You should fast. You should do this. You should do that. And I was just like, man, I ain't stopping nothing. But I can't tell you the benefits. They right. I do think fasting is very beneficial. Very. It has opened me up to like a whole new realm. I don't know. Like, I don't even know. It's like open up a whole new channel. Like, I'm just woken now and really alert and got so much more clarity, and I feel really light, and I feel like what they say about light energy and all that above. So I can't tell you the benefits of fasting. I can't tell you the benefits of the yoga meditation. I really embrace more the spirituality, really, and I think the fasting really got me there, and I am there. And the sister was saying this yesterday when she gave me my reading in tarot, and I'm really trying to learn the astrology, and I've been seeing a lot of double digits and triple digits. Like every day it's either 10-10 or 12-12 or 1-1-1 or 2-2-2 or 3-3-3 or 4-4-4. Like every day, every day. And then I told her lately, every time I've been going outside, butterflies. I told her just this Sunday as I came from the meditation, the butterfly came right next to me and just kept fluttering and just sitting. And the whole time. And I just sat there in the sun and the ride connected and kind of meditated a little bit. And then I finally got up there, he went. And then other than last week, I went down the steps and he like just circled around me. So I was like, and then she was telling me like what that meant and stuff. So I feel like the universe is speaking to me. I feel like the ancestors are speaking to me, and they guiding me, and they're giving me these messages, and they let me know that I'm on a good vibration. I'm on a good frequency. I'm on a good path. And as long as I keep going this way, they are going to continue to manifest things for me and bless me and all that. But if I go back, they are going to punish me severely. And I don't want to go back to that low frequency. And it's really not leading nowhere. It's not leading to liberation. It's not pushing no revolution. It's not getting us free here, Black people. It's not stopping the extermination or all forms of genocide. So if it's not doing that, I just want to focus, put my boots on the ground, doing my work, helping my people, meet other like minds, clicking with them, vibrating off their energy. What I'm going to start doing now is giving them some publicity for their business, because I never thought that when I was at these festivals and I bought products from them, especially the one, House of Suna, because I'm cool with her. I got a phone number. We talk. She followed me on Instagram. I follow Instagram, and I buy a lot of her product, and I told her, I said, next time, sis, I'm going to put you video, Instagram or Facebook, and I'm going to show people YouTube and be like, come support this, sis, Black-owned business, support this, like support Black-owned, and give y'all so that y'all can support in website or something in person, even if you live out here in Atlanta, all the above, to where we can just, reconnect with our roots and our culture and be about that, because we got to push Black economics. That's definitely important, and we don't have enough of that. So that's why I'm trying to put mine to establish this Black economics, and I'm not going to let nobody stifle that, especially people that I feel like really want to stifle and stagnate Black power, because only people who are agents and agent provocateurs would have a problem with me putting my boots on the ground, would have a problem with me supporting Black-owned business, would mock that or not you supporting Black-owned business or trying to go out your way to support that versus the cracker, trying to go out your way to say, look, let me see if a Black-owned establishment offers it first before I just have to go to the system to do it. Do you know what I mean? So only somebody who's an agent and here to keep pushing white supremacy would knock that. Because if you really want to see Black people to get off of YouTube and stop talking or be about the work and push Black economics, and I'm trying to get to where I can never establish some sort of plant or a warehouse or some sort of manufacturing company, like something in regards to that, so I can supply my own people their product and have like an assembly line, whatever, and a connection in regards to our motherland. Only an agent provocateur would knock something like that. Only an agent provocateur will be against something like that. So you would be like, no, she want to do that. She want to elevate, and she want to be on a high frequency, and she want to leave the fuck shit alone, and she want to finally grow from that, because that's what she should have been doing. And she has been toxic a lot, but I understand she was putting toxins in her body, so now she's finally removed that. And she's working on being on high frequency, then let her be. Why would you continue trying to pull her back down? That's that crab in the barrel mentality. Maybe that's jealousy. I don't know. I'm not there, so let me pull you back down, because this is what I need, because I'm not there. And I'm not trying to rise and achieve there. So you got to look at that. And if somebody's saying that I want to be about Black power and I want to be about Black liberation, and I actually want to find a way to end all forms of genocide and extermination, get us a way to stop relying on everybody else and relying on each other so we can reclaim that Black Wall Street that we keep talking about and praising, only an agent provocateur will be against that. So that's what I'm saying. Believe what you see and not what you hear. So from now on, instead of me just going out there, I'm going to start taking pictures and videos and showing y'all, because I didn't think that. And the other day I was like, God, you were an idiot. You could have did this all this time. So I'm definitely, y'all. I mean, if you follow me on Instagram, you did see some of the videos from me at the African Festival, but I'm definitely going to show y'all and support the business and show you me out there and in nature and, just all the above. So, because I'm really here to inspire y'all. I'm really here to link up with like minds. I'm really here because I love my culture. I love who I am. I love being Black. I love this melanin. I love how superior we are. I love that we are it. We are it. That's it. We are the people. That's it. We own this planet. I mean, everything. So I love being a part of that. I love being the most superior race in existence. And how can you not? Just to know about our history, our origination, our culture, everything we came from, everything we've done, everything that we established, hidden colors, YouTube conscious community, everything that you learn, Facebook, all the pro-Black revolution. I mean, everything that you learn, you cannot tell me that you don't feel like you walk on air. You know what I mean? That you float. You cannot tell me that you don't feel like you float. So that's how I feel straight off the bat. So because I'm so prideful, this is why I want to put all my energy into that. Allow me to do that. But then it just shows that people don't really have nothing to talk about. They're here for notoriety. They're here for attention. They're just here for themselves. So they just want to use your name, clickbait, to bring views and subscribers. Any way to slander to get you addressed so they can keep going back and forth. And that's childish, that's immature, and that show you what frequency and the mindset that they get and the energy that they have that's in their body. And that they are not working on elevating that. They probably still putting toxins in that keeps them vibrating on that little frequency. Now, I'm not saying at times you can't still feel good, but I still don't think you need to be doing any toxin. That's drinking, it's alcohol, that's any form of drug, anything like that. I feel like, in certain foods, I feel like that too. Certain music, certain environments, not getting out in nature, not walking, not being fitness, not getting to yoga, not meditating, definitely. So not eating right, all that above. So not listen to music over a certain frequency, meditation music, certain hertz and whatnot. Now I still listen to I came home that day at the African Festival and I still had my African garb on. I was down here. You would have thought I was in Africa. I was invoking that spirit. I played the African drums and I was like, I was down here sweeping the floor and everything. I was just jamming. So you don't even know. So, and I might play a little reggae and I'll be in here saging and do, and all that. So I'm not saying sometimes I still don't have my little days where I want to feel good and have my little partying, but, I don't do anything with that, and that's it. Other than that, it's mostly waking up and meditation, prayer, meditation, yoga, stretching, all that. So, and prayers throughout the day, because I do 3 prayers a day. So this is just where it is. It's about commitment. It's about staying there, staying strong, putting all that energy into that. I'm not going to continue to address anything. All I'm here is to tell you, believe only what you see, not what you hear. So I'm going to end it on that, family. Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember to stay positive. Keep your heads up. Let nobody stagnate and stifle you, your movement, your energy. Don't let nobody stop that. So just continue to push forward. Continue to, stay positive, stay righteous, continue to, be that, seek that inner peace here. So peace and love, family. Keep them heads up. Keep boots on the ground.